So first of all, being an American, you get a lot of people definitely give you a lot of attention as an American. I mean, just one story is a bunch of us missionaries, we were going to just go eat lunch together. It was on a P day. And it just happened to be a day that there was a graduation. And so like a lot of people were out to eat. A lot of middle schoolers, a lot of high schoolers. And we're going to this pizza place. And so we're walking to it, and it's 2 stories. And the second story is a giant window. And as we're walking to it, there's just one student that's just like, he points to us and yells something of the effect of American or foreigner something, and all of the students in that entire second floor race to the window. They all press their face against it. They're just banging on it, yelling like, "Hello, how are you?" And just they were treating us like we were celebrities, and so that's just one really funny thing that like it never really gets too old. But on a more serious note, I mean, the food was great. I love the food. I mean, I know some missionaries that didn't. It's a little oily, but I mean, you got fried rice, you got noodles, you got beef stew that they do. They have curry rice, dumplings. I mean, I could go on about the food for a long time because it's so great. Oh, drinks. They're a lot better with their drinks. They have something that's like a sports drink, like Gatorade or Powerade, but it's called Supao. That was definitely something that was amazing. I'd have one every day, because I mean, it definitely helps you keep hydrated, but it also tastes amazing. I got back and I tried out Gatorade, and it's like, there's no flavor in this. They also have Donggua Cha, which is just a winter melon tea is what it translates to, and it's just really sweet. Taiwanese don't like it, Americans love it. Outside of the food though, I mean, I wasn't cold really the entire time. I mean, I shivered in the middle of winter a little bit, but like I said, like coldest it got was like 50, 60 degrees. Like, you can't complain about the weather. I mean, summer gets a little hot, yeah, you sweat a lot. You get used to it, and most of the Taiwanese don't care because they're all sweating too. I really, really loved the way the wards work there. I mean, like I said, it's a new area. Like 60 years in Taiwan is not a lot. I mean, the church is, there's a lot of places the church has been for that short of time. Like, it's really small areas, really small wards, really small development. There's not a ton of stuff going on, but like the leaders are so experienced, even though they haven't seen someone be a bishop before, really. Like, they haven't had parents or uncles or grandparents show an example. They're the ones that are the example, and yet they're so mature in their decisions. They're very smart about it. I mean, it wasn't like a Utah ward or something like that, or something that's been there for 100 years almost. But it was something that was very well developed. I mean, the wards worked great. The wards treated missionaries very nice. They always wanted to help, and yeah, no complaints there. There's a few things that, like, in the moment, I wouldn't say I loved, but now I look back and I'm like, oh, I missed that. The old people, amas and bebes, they're just really funny and quirky, and the best way to explain it is if you've ever seen Mulan. Mulan's grandma is like the perfect ama figure, and just very old, like borderline, like you might think they're crazy if you just like first glance like spoke to them, but then you like listen to them and they're hilarious and they say the funniest stuff. And if you're in the southern half, they'll only speak Taiwanese, and if you can learn like 2 phrases, they get ecstatic and they're just like, you can speak my language, and they just start screaming at you in a language you don't understand. But they are just hilarious people. I mean, and then like Taiwanese in general, like they're just so funny. They have they just like do the funnest. They have the funniest like things about them. I mean, they'll talk to you. They give you their information like that. But that's the thing. Like you will meet so many different random people that it's just like crazy. But at the same time, you love it. I met a guy who was like a genius. Like he basically invented the 747 Boeing design. And there was a guy that he he claimed he never needed sleep. There was a guy that like I mean, Taiwan is just filled with just so many interesting, awesome people, and like I loved contacting. That was one thing I really do miss, was meeting all those people, because every person was so interesting and just new, and just, and they're filled with energy. They're filled with excitement. I mean, yeah, occasionally they'll like try and shut you down, but they're just, I love them. The people are definitely like the key point of Taiwan. Like, get to know the people.